Hello everyone, it is Baby Yells and I am back with another video. I know it's been a long time, but I had some medical health issues to deal with and some mental health issues to deal with, but we're here now and we are back. So let's get right into it. In honor of Pride Month, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of story time of two of my I guess worst experiences with another woman, if you call it that, weirdest, worst experiences with another woman. I have two quick, short, little story times, I guess. Okay, story number one takes place in Toronto with a girl. We will call her Jane. It's weird because I met this girl through a porn photographer. This was back when I was doing escorting, and obviously we have photo shoots for the company's website and for our own I guess select, when you go to select what escort you want, you get to see a bunch of pictures. So every few months we'll do a photo shoot for the website. So obviously the photographer that the agency I was working with at the time, he was a porn photographer, and after doing a couple of shoots with me, he was like, hey, I have a friend who is a photographer and model and I think you two would really get along. And I was like, sure, give me her number. And yeah, so we were texting back and forth, and then she was like, do you want to come hang out and go for a drink and get to know each other a bit better? And obviously I'm so down for that. She seems so lovely, and looked at her Instagram. She's thick, hot, goth, lots of tattoos, very sexy with that kind of office goth vibe. It was really I was really digging it, and her personality, she seemed so sweet and so chill, so I said yes. We go out to meet, and the first few times that we go out, it's really nice. We get super waisty pants, we go to clubs, we're dancing, grinding, making out, we're really starting to feel each other, and this friendship kind of grows more and more and more. But let me make it clear right now, this was just a friendship, okay? We're not dating. It was more we're besties that like to drink, go to clubs, dance with each other, and make out. That's what I thought we were, and I thought we were on the same page with that. So just keep that in mind. And as our friendship is going on, I start to notice when we're hanging out, it's just all about them. They're just talking all about them. They always picked which bar or restaurant we'd go hang out at, which at the time I was kind of preferring that, because then that I don't like having to make decisions. I just want to go, show up, look cute, vibe. I don't want the mental effort. So I appreciated that, but then I just noticed things started becoming just all about them. They would just constantly complain about their relationship, all of that stuff. And I'm always there for a friend when they want to complain about a relationship. I'm always there for my friends. But when you're complaining about the same thing over and over again, and I'm giving you advice and you're not listening to it, and you're still staying with the guy, there's only so much I can do. And at a certain point, I start getting okay, bitch, I've heard it all. You keep complaining. I'm telling you what to do. You're not doing it. I don't know. I don't want to hear about this anymore. So that started to get super annoying, and I started to pull back a little bit in our friendship, because I was just starting to not feel it anymore. It was starting to feel more like a relationship than a friendship. And then they would be texting me constantly, and I wouldn't always respond, but I would at least respond once a day. I made sure of that, to respond once a day. We just weren't going and hanging out all the time. And then I get a text that's going off on me because I'm not a good friend. I never respond to them. I'm never there for them, and all of this stuff. And I was like, girl, first of all, I respond to you every day. I don't even do that with most of my friends. Me and my bestie Ez, we text to plan hangouts. That's it. We don't just sit there texting long paragraphs all day to each other. I don't have time for that. I will text you when I have time, but I don't have time for that. And I feel like they were really expecting that level of relationship from me. But I'm like, I have my own relationship that even we don't text that much. So it's just like really overwhelming. And then they tell me they're gonna start escorting, which, like, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm always like, yes, go for it. I was so excited for them. I was so proud of them. Like, they were telling me all the details. Like, they were so excited. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, as long as you're happy, like, you're gonna be making so much money. And then that became all they would talk about now, was escorting and how they make so much money, how their agency is better than mine. And it kind of felt like trying to one up me, which, like, I wasn't even bragging or talking about. I don't talk about my job to my friends ever unless it's like brought up in conversation. So it was just like, that was what every conversation was like. And it just got to the point where I had to tell them. I do remember sending them a text like, this is becoming too much for me. Don't think that we should be hanging out anymore. Like, the relationship has really changed. It's not like fun and casual. It's just always talking about either like your relationship problems or escorting. And I was like so overwhelmed by it all. So I did end up having to like break up with them. It literally felt like a breakup because of the amount of like the level of attention I was giving them on a daily basis. And I don't know, don't mix business with pleasure. I don't know. And for a long time, they still stayed friends with my bestie Ezra because we were like all kind of friends. She would just be like, they're too touchy-feely, they're too this, too that. And it was just like really overwhelming. But yeah. Gone, done, that chapter of my life is thankfully like far over. Like, I'm not living in Toronto anymore. I'm not working like that anymore. And I really, I don't have this kind of people in my life anymore. Okay, that was story number 1, the Jane story. The next story involves a girl. We're gonna call her Summer. This takes place here. I was like, for a long time, me and Stormy decided to take a break from being poly and from me kind of like exploring other relationships with women. And after a long time of that, I felt kind of like, I kind of miss it. Like, I kind of miss that stuff. I just kind of want like a super close girlfriend to like go hang out with, do fun stuff, make out when we're drunk. Like, again, super casual, chill, nothing crazy. And I was talking to this girl, Summer, for like a really long time over like Tinder and stuff. And then it just all lined up where I was like, how about you and my friend come, we'll all hang out and do like a girls weekend up at my place. This was like in the winter, so there's not much to do except for like get cozy and get drunk. So that's what the plan was. Me and Ezzy go to pick her up all the way in fucking Oshawa, of all places. Like, ew, Oshawa. And we pick her up, and like the whole time I'm in the car, I'm like so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, she's so pretty. I don't know what to do when I first meet her. Like, do I hug her? Do I kiss her? Like, I don't know where this is going. And so I kind of just went for the hug, and I was like super awkward about it because I didn't want to be too much. And then little did I know that I was not going to be the one that's too much. We were driving in the car the whole way home. She's like has her arms wrapped around me from the back seat. And I'm sitting in the front seat like, and she's like not buckled up in the back. Bitch, what? Like, I used to, and I was living on the wild side. When I'm in Ubers and like taxis, I would never buckle up in the back. But I think just kind of out of courtesy, if you're in someone's car that you don't know the person and you're just meeting them for the first time and you want to make a good impression, like maybe, I don't know, follow the laws of the road. Anyways, that was like the first time she did that. We stop at an LCBO, which is an alcohol store in Canada, to pick up some alcohol for us before we get back to that place. And that like went well, I guess. I ended up paying for their alcohol, which like I kind of didn't care because I was like, oh, you'll get me that one day. Okay. And so we finally get back, everything's all fine and dandy, we're like drinking, and we are like, okay, let's get cozy and change into our jammies. So I go change into my jammies, and like, I'm a thicker girl, and she looks at, and so is she, and she looks at me and she's like, oh, so you do have a waist. And she was like talking about her other relationships, about how kind of like fat shaming her other partners and saying like she's not sexually attracted to fat people, even though bitch was fat. Like, I use the word fat to describe myself because personally I'm not offended by it, but I know a lot of people are, so I try not to use it for other people. But like, if bitch was calling other people fat, like, look in a mirror, okay? You're not one to be talking. And you're not one to be commenting on my waist. Like, it shouldn't matter to you. I guess I expect like a much higher level standard from women when it comes to like politeness and acceptance and that kind of stuff. But I guess like bitches will be bitches, like, no matter what. So like there was just like weird comments like that about weight and stuff that were making me like super insecure. And then on top of that, the whole time they were just trauma dumping, like the whole time. And they said in the DMs that they had like a main character syndrome. And I was like, I remember responding to it. I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I have a friend who says she has main character syndrome. As long as it doesn't impede in your relationships with other people, it's not a big deal. I just don't think now that I can be friends with people that identify as like the main character, because in my mind I'm like, bitch, no one's special. Either no one's special or we're all special. Like, it's one or the other. So yeah, she was just like, oh, so much like reminded me a lot of Not Baby Minnie, honestly. Like, me and Ezzy were both kind of feeling that, and I know that they made some, I didn't hear it personally because I was asleep, but I know they made some like weird trans remarks. And okay, it was really just supposed to be like a one-day sleepover, but it was a snowstorm, so we ended up having to spend like 3 days together, all of us. And me and Ezra were so overstimulated by the end of that visit because she was just non-stop talking. Like, you could not get a word in. And then if she wasn't trauma dumping, she was like love bombing me, like, oh my god, I love you're not like any other girl I've ever seen, you're not like anyone I've ever been with, like, you just make me feel so special, and you're so like, literally just idolizing me to the point where like I was starting to think like, are you a straight man? Because I've never been idolized this hard, unless it was from a straight man, of like the whole like, oh, she's a manic pixie dream girl, she's gonna change my life. It felt like that vibes, and I'm like, coming from a woman that's just ew, it's just icky, it's ew, I don't like it. So it was just stuff like that, and honestly I didn't even have a chance to process any kind of emotion or anything of what was going on because I got whiplash from the trauma dumping to the love bombing. We had some weird encounters with them, like being too sexual with me that I was not really comfy with, that Stormy was not comfy with. And it was just weird all around. Also, I think this bitch stole my Louis Vuitton purse because I haven't seen it. I used it when we went to go buy more alcohol in one of the days, and I haven't seen it since, so just saying. Also, I did like a kind of petty of me, I did like a little test because I knew that she had like a thing for Stormy, because she said it, she like mentioned like weird things about my fiance. Anyways, so I have Stormy's Snapchat on my iPad just so I can send videos from my iPad to my phone and vice versa very easily. So I have Stormy's Snapchat on my iPad. He doesn't use Snapchat, I just use it as him to send videos. But I like had a little experiment. So I posted on my Snapchat a picture of me and Stormy, and I tagged his Snapchat so that she would see what his Snapchat at was. And like literally 1 second later, I get a notification on my iPad. She wants to add my husband on Snapchat. There was just so many like weird fucked up things. she like used my toys in my bed on my husband's side when I was in the shower. When we fell asleep, I was like, I take sleeping pills to go to sleep, so I was like all drugged up, and she was like behind me like grabbing my boobs. It was just so weird. It was so fucking weird. And then I finally like addressed it to her over text when she's gone, like, listen, I don't think we can be friends. I was very uncomfortable. My best friend doesn't feel comfortable with you. My fiance doesn't feel comfortable with you. And they again just started trauma dumping about their relationship and blaming it on that. Which, by the way, they were in a relationship where their partner was like, I don't want you hooking up with other girls. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And they kind of told me, like, after we hooked up, they were like, oh yeah, my partner would get so mad if she found out about this. And I was like, so now I'm like made an accessory to cheating? Like, it's just, what the fuck, girl? So anyways, moral of the story is, just because she's gay, just because she's a girl, doesn't mean she's a cunt or a bitch, okay? That's what we learned from this story. Moral of the story. But yeah, this was just like my ADHD rambling, so I hope it made sense. But yeah, that's it for the video. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are gonna be having the best Pride ever. I know that Pride month is almost over, and hopefully I get this video out before it's officially over. I don't know what it's like where you guys live, but here in, I think, North America, it is the month of June is a Pride month. So this Sunday I'm gonna go to the Pride Festival. Maybe I'll get a little vlog for you guys, but if not, the next video I'm gonna be filming will be a onesie collection try-on haul, which I'm also going to be using as an excuse to try on my onesies and see which ones I want to get rid of that don't really fit me, but why not film it and make a YouTube video out of it? I promise I'm going to make more time for YouTube. I finally just got on the right medications, and I'm dealing with this big health issue that has been fucking with my life for years now. So I'm finally like getting everything sorted out and in a much better place, and summer's here, and I just want to, like, you know, share summer adventures with you and story times and all this stuff. I have lots of story times that I want to let you guys know. Yeah, all of my links are in the description box down below. All of my social media, anywhere that you could possibly find me, is in the links in the description box down below. I'm streaming once a week, so my stream link is in the description box down below. Go check that out. Go subscribe. Lots of fun stuff coming. Anyways, stay safe out there. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and till the next time.